Your vehicle is stuck in the ditch.
What?
Virgin River, written by Robyn Carr, was first published in 2007. It's the first book to a long series, and it was a heartwarming, small-town romance that readers wanted more of. And voila!
Now, there are about 20 books now in the series, and the 5th season of the book-to-screen adaptation is going to air on Netflix this year. These charming small-town romances were definitely popular when they first came out, but the Netflix show has created a reprisal for the beloved Virgin River series since 2019. We totally understand why. Robyn Carr is an award-winning and 11-time New York Times best-selling author. She has many book series under her belt, having written over 60 books. But the Virgin River series is her most well-known.
In 2016, she won the Romance Writers of America Nora Roberts Lifetime Achievement Award.
Also, HarperCollins named Virgin River one of the 200 most iconic books in the last 200 years.
It makes me so happy when a romance author gets the recognition they deserve. Robyn Carr is definitely getting that this year. If you haven't ever read the books or seen the TV show, here's a quick rundown.
You don't want to face the past, so you ran away from home.
I came here so that I could help people.
The first book, Virgin River, follows the story of Mel, a widowed nurse who's ready for a fresh start. In response to an ad in the paper from a small town looking for a midwife, she takes off.
But Virgin River is a very small town, and it's got no more than 600 people. The ad didn't exactly tell the truth about all the amenities she would get to enjoy once she got there. Fans of both the books and the show love the funny incidents, the recovery from grief, and the spark of new love. Handsome, bartender Jack is the perfect romantic hero for our Mel. If you're a fan of romance, then I can assure you that you'll love this book series. The rest of the stories are about other romances, but Mel and Jack are still in the picture. It's all happening in the Virgin River universe, which seems to be the town of love, healing, and joy. But the big question on a lot of fans' lips are, what's the difference between the books and the show?
Knowing the differences books versus show can be helpful for you to know where to start. If you want to dive into the Virgin River world, then what did Netflix do that Robyn Carr did not and vice versa? Mel's backstory is a little bit different between the two. In the TV show, they tell the story that Mel is a widowed woman who lost her husband in a car accident. At the same time, she had a miscarriage and thus lost a baby. In the books, though, her husband, Mark, died in a shop robbery. He also died before they had the chance to start a family. So, it's not a major difference, but it is something to note. Mel and Jack are not the focus in all the books. In the show, Mel and Jack are the total focus. Their interactions, their love and its development play a major role throughout the seasons. It is their show, and Sue Tenney, the showrunner, made the decision to do this. But in the novels, Robyn Carr focuses on different characters and their romances in each book. Jack's relationship with his ex-girlfriend, Charmaine, plays out differently in each. In the books, Jack's relationship with his ex-girlfriend is not as dramatic as it is in the TV show. Of course, to keep an audience hooked, they do need to add a little extra drama. Charmaine was the perfect candidate to add that drama. In the books, Jack and Charmaine are casually dating. Then when Mel arrives in town, he realizes that he cares for Mel more. He breaks things off with Charmaine, and that is that. But in the show, it's definitely a lot more intense, and the show hints a bit more at a love triangle. After they break up, Charmaine gets pregnant, and viewers aren't sure if Jack is the father or not. In the books, though, he most definitely is not. Sensing the extra drama here? Things happen a lot quicker, and characters are introduced more quickly in the show. Of course, this only makes sense. A book series of 21 books has the time to meander along. It can introduce characters at leisure and add more development to everyone's romance.
Resolve the issue using a non-invasive paternity test.
I can't do that right now.
Why not?
In a show, things have to move a bit faster to keep people interested. So, most of the main characters are introduced in season 1, and a lot of things have already happened. But in the books, it takes time to meet new characters. Each romance has a lot more development and background. Some characters from the books don't ever appear in the show. There are a few characters mentioned in the books that don't get their screen time. One of these is Vanessa, and she appears in the second book, Second Chance Pass. Hope and Doc's characters get more airtime in the show. These two characters in the books work together. Hope McCrae goes to help the town doctor, Doc Mullins, but they're more like background characters in the books. But the show director chose to flesh out their relationship a bit more, and you get to see more sides of them. Jack is a little bit more likable in the book series. Not everyone may agree with this, but some fans believe that Jack is a bit more likable in the book series. The actor they've chosen to act in the show is not the problem. He plays a very good Jack, and fans adore him. But the Jack that he portrays according to the script is a bit different to the Jack in the book. Only a true Virgin River fan would catch on to the difference. The books are a lot steamier than the show. The books are definitely considered steamy fiction. Each book is its own romance, and each one is steamy. But in the show, they've gone a more family-friendly route, and while love scenes do occur, it's not so much of a focus. The show is definitely more PG-rated. It has chosen to focus more on the drama between the various characters, but the differences are not too major. If you're a fan of Mel and Jack's story, then you will love the TV show and all they've done with it. A few fun facts. To add a little spice, how about a few fun facts about the show that fans might not know about? The town from the book/show isn't real, but the river is. The author says that she actually gets a lot of messages asking where the town is located. Fans are interested in going there. Perhaps they want to soak in all the romance? But she always has to tell them that it's a made-up place and will have to live on in our minds. But the river, Virgin River, does actually exist and is a tributary of the Colorado River. It's filmed not in Northern California as it claims, but actually in Vancouver. It's not unusual that shows are often filmed in Canada. The prices are a bit cheaper for everything all around. Virgin River is meant to be in Northern California, and the scenery certainly fits it. The exterior of Jack's bar in the show is actually a real bar, called the Watershed Grill. A few of the scenes were filmed there as well. If you are in love with both the show and the books, you can get close to the romance by heading there for a meal. The narrator of Virgin River's audiobooks is actually a character on the show. Therese Plummer is an award-winning audiobook narrator and has narrated over 300 books.
Little morsel would hardly be the first innocent to be sacrificed upon this
It was the
event.
showrunner's decision to not have Mel and Jack sleep together until season 2. They don't even kiss until episode 8 of season 1, and romance fans, we know why. It's all about building that tension. Even if it was a long wait for the fans, Robyn Carr was completely supportive of the choice. Martin Henderson, the actor who plays Jack, loves season 5 the most. That bodes well for fans of the show, with season 5 coming out this year. Besides wondering about the differences between the shows and the books, there is another question readers love to ask: which to do first? Or even, is one not worth it? In this case, I can confidently say that both are supremely worth it. You can't overdose on romance, so why not indulge in both? The TV series is definitely more focused on drama, so you've got things happening at a more rapid pace, but you can definitely feel the romance. In the books, you get the chance to explore the lives of the other characters in the small town as well, and you get to read those extra racy scenes. I'm usually a supporter of reading the books first. This is especially because you get the chance to build the world in your mind before you watch the show. But it's up to you. The book's in order if you want to dive into the series. Making sure you get the order right if you choose to delve into the books. Take a look at the list of the books in order. Virgin River, this is the book where Mel starts her journey, heading to the small town in response to an ad for a midwife. Shelter Mountain, in this book, the focus is on an abused woman and her young son. Virgin River Christmas, a young widow remembers the passing of her husband. The man who was there when he died might want a future with her. Second Chance Pass, a recent widow bears a son, and she's about to experience life as a single mother. But a Marine, who's been in love with her for years, finally gets the courage to speak to her. Temptation Ridge, a young woman is ready to find love. But don't worry, there's still a cute love story woven throughout. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you want similar video like this, then please comment down below. Subscribe to our channel and follow our other social media handles.